that base yellow color in there. Come back with another cream, a little more whitish. I like a yellow sometimes. Start that as a base. And using just one of these kind of pump sprayers, they seem to work better. So we've got the grotto walls covered, and that's sort of a base color. You can see the gray on there. We're not going to paint that because we want to get epoxy on there. Epoxy sticks better to raw concrete, so we're going to sandpaper that. We'll get a little bit of color on there and a little bit of paint, but that's no big deal. We did our satellites over here a little bit, some yellow. You can see some of the cracks in there, and a lot of the color is coming from underneath, which is that fog coat. Waving at you guys out there. And these were just bulked up and built up when they shotcreted the pool. These little satellite stones at these demarcation points where there's a change in elevation, where the bond comes over, the coping comes around and matches the raised spa. A lot of times we'll put little boulders on both sides, or big boulders for that matter. This is a new build pool out here in Alpine, and it's a slide grotto combo. Got my sons Daniel and Michael helping me out. Another satellite at a transition point. The sun has got a nice angle right now, so the shading is kind of cool. So you see a little more of the texture because we have a cross lighting, which is kind of cool. We have that little blob rock. Remember, we just, if you follow in this job, this was just a bunch of rocks we piled up, and then we just pumped concrete, shotcrete over them, and made a rock. It's like the 10-minute rock kind of thing, like a 5-minute egg. Is there some kind of 5-minute egg thing or something? We got our valves in there that are going to be regulating water to the feature altogether, the whole thing, either the slide or the waterfall. That one there. And the other one regulates water that dumps it back into the grotto down inside. Yeah. There's that pipe in the bottom right corner of the picture there. That is the return line for that valve right there. So that allows you to have some really nice chill water pressure if you want to do that. I haven't been up top yet, so this has already got that color from the fog coats, as you remember. We used that fog coat, that mortar product. It's a stucco product, if I can talk. I'm almost out of my color. I add a little bit of fast, high-strength cement down there in that area to build it up, had a little puddle. So I built that up. You can see there's water in there and it bleeds out. A lot of this color is already here from the fog coat. So I'm going to step on it. I almost stepped on it. So I'm running out of paint. So it spits, big spits. And big spits are okay. It's just another kind of a color that we see here. And so we're painting rocks today, this grotto. Walk around the front a little bit. So it looks pretty cool. Looking pretty cool. It's pretty good base color. We can go, salt and pepper granite if we want out here in East County, San Diego. A lot of the rocks up on these hills out in the distance there have sort of a gray color. And so you could go with that gray. But I like the lighter colors, the creams, tans, browns, lighter color. It lightens it up a little bit. So before we finish up here, I have to mix another color of paint. So let's take a walk and look at the inside of the grotto just to show you some of that texture before I've even painted it, if you want. Let's see if I can walk down the ladder safely. So I think we're still live. Okay, looks like it. So this is right here is going to be a light that's going to aim straight up at the waterfall and then end this whole cavity in here. So we're on the inside of the grotto now. You can kind of hear the sound, kind of echoey. And this is the walls that I sprayed with the little hopper, and I threw on that fog coat, and you can see the color in there, that orange. It really is pretty cool. And then I just sort of, chop into this very thin coat these rock crack lines, if you will. Down here we're in where the water is, and you want to make a nice butt joint for the plasterers so they can just finish their plaster right to the edge of your rock work. So that's what that is. Up on top here, you want to bulk that out enough so the guys that are putting the coping stone have something also to finish too. They always appreciate that. This thing has a nice big coping raised bond shelf. They're going to put flagstone, I assume, on top of this. And so you can, if you're tall enough, you could hop up on here and sit, because this inside this grotto is big enough and tall enough for me to fit in it. And so that's no problem. We've got our skylight window. That's just a place I left open. I chopped it out of the rebar before we shotcreted it. And that lets light get in here. You always want to have light in these grotto projects there. They get really dark otherwise. We had a leaf blower here just trying to dry this place out so I can paint it. And what's happening? Hello, hello. Oh, we have a little sunshine after these rainy days kicking in. So that's kind of cool. That's the roof section. We sprayed this whole thing with the hopper and then threw that fog coat in there. And that's what this color is over here. All the oranges, the base color is this gray. So that's just concrete, raw concrete mortar mix is what it is. So we brought down the rock work down into the area where the fascia stone or the flagstone on the raised bond's going to be. I don't know, just to make it a little more interesting. Places for candles up here if you wanted to. This is the other side. There's two halves of those two big boulders you saw. And so we're walking the inside of the grotto here. The alpine job. Got another window on the other side, another porthole. That was just a spot that I left open inside the rebar. All this is, again, it's just, we rough cut a lot of this when we shotcreted it, and then we also have these textures that are left over after we pull the pegboard off. It's really amazing. I'm looking at this picture that you guys are looking at out there in Facebook land, and it's really killer. It looks better than my eyeballs. It's pretty dark in here. So these cameras are pretty amazing. Golly Moses. Wow. So with the adequate lighting, this is what you'd see, I think. Sometimes I'll put conduit in here and let, bring in some lights and stuff. That's cool. Again, you want a nice butt joint for the plasterers and coping guys to finish their work too. There's that return line down there. That's from that one valve that feeds the whole feature. Then we have a nice big fat bench that goes all the way around and curls in this corner. So coming out pretty cool. Looking pretty killer. So this is I'm gonna add some more color in here. We'll do the bleeds. We add black colors. Black, it's sort of a black, but it has raw umber, I think, is the tint in it. And I put that in there, and that makes it not so bluish. Black can look kind of blue sometimes, which is annoying. So anyway, the inside of the grotto here at the alpine alpine job and getting her done. I got some yellow on there. That was my sort of one of my first colors to get it started with. I think I have some white left over. If I don't, I'll go buy some more. And so pretty awesome. So we're almost done. Tomorrow I'll probably come and get it all dialed in. I'll do as much as I can today as the sun is going down. But anyway, Mr. Dave, thanks for checking us out on Facebook Live today. Hope I'm not covering up the microphone, wherever the heck it is on these cameras, phones, computers, whatever they are. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're having fun. Remember, we got a day off from school. That's what happened. All of us got to take 2 weeks off from school. I used to love those sort of things back when I was a kid. So, time to watch TV and eat popcorn and hang out at home. So, anyway, if you want to learn how we do this stuff, go to davehenderson.podia.com, davehenderson.podia.com. I have lots of free PDF downloads, and I talk about good tactics and strategies for making artificial rock. And I've also got something on shotcrete, and also when you're getting ready to shoot a big grotto, what do you do to prepare for that? I've got a video, that a little mini webinar thing, I think I called it, but it talks about how to prepare for a big shotcrete shoot. That's the burlap, chicken wire, and the piping and all that stuff. So that's there for you free. And I got my books on how to make fake rocks and slides for pools. So a lot of cool stuff. I'm working on a course right now, and it's going to be coming out pretty shortly, a full course. I'm really diving in deep, giving you all the details to build stuff from start to finish. Soup to nuts, I think I heard someone say once. So going to be having that come out soon, so stay tuned, and go to my website, daverhenderson.com, and subscribe to that notifications thing, I guess it is. And again, you can also subscribe and keep updated at the davehenderson.podia.com. So anyway, a shout out to Warren Ness for sharing video that I did the other day, a live video too, and showed how to make a rock. I was in the office, and so I wrote, go ahead and was drawing pictures and sharing that as well with you guys. So try and poke around on Facebook and see if you can find that. But anyway, thank you, Warren, for that. That was awesome. So anyway, have some fun, learn, grow, become. Learn something now that we're kicking it at home, a lot of us, and look for opportunity. This may have been the opportunity of a lifetime, this big crazy thing we're going through right now. It actually might be an awesome opportunity here, A lot of times those are hidden in hassles and hidden in problems. So anyways, hope you're having a great day. God bless you guys. Remember to be thankful and forgiving. Get those two things dialed in. You're going to be happy camper, and you're going to be a blessing and not a curse to the people around you. So forgiveness and thankfulness. We want to be experts at that more and more. So anyways, Mr. Dave Live, just giving you guys a little update on this job in Alpine, and we're painting it. And so we'll give you a shout out when we get her done and see what it all looks like finito. All right? All right. We will talk to you soon. Be kind to one another. Give someone a hug. Tell them you love them. We will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.